All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Monday, November 11th. Set today by Pascal. Has Pascal done a Monday before? I hope he keeps the difficulty down a little bit. Anyway, let's see what he has. I've had this issue before. All right. Uh, the strange ring round battle site. That's magic. Well, I'm immediately thinking of a phrase for a magic trick, hey presto. And how is it going to work? Oh, I think we're going to have an anagram of so the strange. And then we'd have, oh, the World War One battle site of Ypres. That was World War One, right? Or wipers, I think the British soldiers used to call it. Yeah, so it's an anagram of the around Ypres, and then a ring is an O. All right, that should be helpful. All right, poisonous fruit makes God sleep with aid, not initially coming round. I think it is going to be a poisonous fruit, something apple, something berry. So I don't know, makes God sleep. Aid not initially makes me think it's just the I and the D. Aid without its initial letter, and that may come around something. No, I don't see it. How about look at ships, bit of paint in quotes. Yeah, I don't. I think it might be somehow a bit of paint, or which can be makeup. Ah, yes. That's it exactly. If you look at something, you eye it, and a ship might be a liner. All right. Cheeses, you may say, and a piece of cake. Ah, so it's a homophone for some type of cheese in the plural, and it means a piece of cake. Well, brie, B-R-I-E in the plural, but as a homophone, it's going to be breeze, as in something very easy. All right, requests from Idiot Pinning King. Oh, well, that's fairly straightforward. The idiot is usually an ass, and that pins K for king to give us asks. Let's try reserve. Goalie, a record holder. Um, I think it might mean reserve, and then we have a charade. I don't know what goalie is. Is it a famous goalie? Oh, I think traditionally the goalie wears number one. So I wonder if it could be NOI. And then, well, A might be A. And then what's a record holder? Could the word end in NOIA and mean a record? I'm only thinking of paranoia or something like that. No, I'm going to go back to the acrosses. Loiter a while by Old Church. I'm thinking it's going to mean loiter. Yes, a while might be a moment or a mo. Old is O and CH is church. So you can mooch around loiter. Posh cars. Yes, I'm immediately thinking rollers, slang for Rolls Royce. And amblers should avoid street, while strollers are amblers and you avoid the ST. All right, essential bits coming from officers listened to. No, don't get that. woman, more cagey, having had the edges knocked off. Okay, I think it is going to maybe be a woman's name. More cagey is something like, I don't know, but I think it's going to be either ER or IER. But then we remove the edges. We take the first and last letters off. What would be a good woman's name to go in there? No, I'm not seeing it. All right, conceited. American doing odd deal with Welsh. Yeah, I presume it's going to mean conceited. Well, I'm not sure what Welsh is going to be. All right, how about she is one particular religious lady full of love meeting sex worker. All right. She is one. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a sex worker or is it going to be a member of a religious order. But if the definition is she is one particular religious lady, that would seem a very roundabout way to define that. Yeah, not getting it. Old boxer, maybe. One in the pulpit. I Again the question mark. I think liberties are being taken. All right, let's try one more across. Gay bishop emerging as sylph-like. Wow. I think it might be sylph-like, and it might be a four-letter word for gay, and then B for bishop. ORRR, Right Reverend. No, not seeing it. Let's go back to the Downs. I think I had more luck with them. I've skipped my American city. Has a stream seen in an instant. Could it be an American city? It has a stream inside of, well, an instant could be a mo. Maybe we'll use mo again. Or a min. Yeah, what cities, American cities begin with AM? Could also mean maybe in an instant. American might be the A. And then we have some other city. No, gathering round revolutionary soldiers hold together. No, the American putting off English so. I think it might be thus, meaning so. Yeah, so the American is the US, but we put off or remove the letter E for English, and that gives us thus. Look at naughty ladies creating outrage. I wonder if it might be a four-letter word for look at, and then an anagram of ladies, and it means an outrage. What would look be? Peer, spy, espy? No. Daughter on mountains with cat collected plants. Well, daughter is usually D. Mountains might be Alps. With cat. So I presume it's going to be some kind of plants. delphiniums are daffodils. Cat can be Tom, Mog. No. Top class girl, finally coming into old money and luxury. Top class is often A1, which would be AI. Or could it be a Deb, maybe? A top class girl? No, I think it might be AI and then girl finally the L. Coming into, so you put the AIL into old money, which might be O and a word for money. And then it would mean luxury. What would be a word for luxury with AIL in it? Opulence, maybe? Doesn't have AIL. But I think we do have. We have old O and pence. Yes, top class. It's the old U, the letter for upper classes, and then the girl finally, and they go into old pence. All right. He'd not to go off course at the exact time. I'm thinking it means at the exact time, and on the dot comes into mind. And I think it's an anagram of heed not to. And that goes off, or is anagrammed, goes off course, yeah. All right. Yeah, these downs are suiting me better, I think. Writer, that's good. Penning article in Asian state. Oh dear, if it's going to be an Asian state, I'm going to have to look up Wikipedia, I think. Writer could be I or me. That's could be that is, i.e., good, G. And that pens an article, A, A-N, or T-H. Asian, or maybe it's an Asian country. The I-E-G, though, I-A-N-E-G. No, I don't. I think I need some letters for that. Pliant, mountaineer, maybe, heading off. I think it's going to mean pliant. And I think we have a word for somebody like a mountaineer, or a mountaineer is an example of something with its heading a top letter off. No, firm has sacked man. Journalist's submission to editor. Wow. Firm could be company or Inc. Has sacked. That's an awful lot of verbiage for a four-letter answer. I wonder if it could be lead, L-E-D-E, bury the lead, but only because it's something to do with journalism. All right, map showing lake in shallow depression. All right, I think the definition is a lack. Yeah, a map. And yes, a map might be a plan, which is lake inside of pan, and a pan can be a shallow depression. Let me pause, sip my coffee, and fix my tongue. All right, that's all the downs. Let's finish. That was our gay bishop. No, Hyde no longer in West Coast State. If it is hide as the definition, is that to conceal yourself, or Is it the skin of an animal? No longer. It sounds like we play around with the name of a West Coast state. Oregon, California, Washington. No. Ruined city with exaggerated style. One that is seen in retrospect. Oh my goodness. We may have a reversal here. One that is seen. Oh, a ruined city would be Pompeii. And I think I know from a previous crossword it has two eyes. So I think exaggerated style is pomp. One is I, that is IE, and the last three letters are seen in retrospect. Okay. Here's another ancient city's the reverse of elevated and not totally pleasant. All right, what's an ancient city ending in C? Or maybe maybe it means not totally pleasant. No. All right, part of descending flight said to make one overcome somehow. I think it might be a part of a plane landing. Said to make one overcome somehow. I was wondering if it might be touchdown, but I'm fairly confident in plan. But to make one overcome. Yeah, I do like something down, part of descending flight. They want us to think of flight of stairs, I think. All right, let's go back to my poisonous fruit. Makes God sleep with aid, not initially coming round. I'm going to pause and just think what that first word might be. Sharp, chart. Well, I was working my way through the alphabet and I got to T, and I thought of, well, there's different plants with thorns. And then I realized, of course, Thor is a god, and then a nap would be sleep. So I wonder if there's something called a thorn apple. Now then, what's the PLE? I presume that's somehow aid not initially coming round. Yeah, I don't quite get that. Anyway, I'm going to pause and look up the thorn apple. Yes, there are a few thorn apple plants, but one of them belongs to the nightshade family, so I presume that's the poisonous one. All right, so now our woman, I think if you're cagey, you are canny, perhaps, and therefore you might be cannier, but without the outer letters, it is Annie. Annie, I'm not your daddy. So I'll just make a note to double check that one. All right. Ooh. I don't know why I lost my keyboard again. Let me put in an E there. All right. She is one particular religious lady, full of love. Yeah, I'm thinking personal, but what's a sex word? yeah, I think that must then be a sex worker, personal shopper, no, personal columns. Well, what else could it be? Yeah, I don't know. All right, how about our old boxer maybe? Oh, of course, boxer maybe suggests maybe it's a dog. Boxer as an example. One in the pulpit. Oh, yeah, old, of course, can be X. Boxer, would that be the same as a pug? No. One in the pulpit. Yeah, I think somebody X. I don't know what the word would be. No, there's my American city. Has a stream seen in an instant. No. Gathering round. Yeah, I'm thinking revolutionary soldiers that actually going to be some soldiers or a word for it turned around. No. All right, looking at essential bits coming from officers listened to. I'm wondering if it's a homophone for some rank of officers and it means essential bits. But majors, corporals, generals, sergeants, and meaning essential bits, captains. No. No. I do have an eye for my daughter on mountains with cat. Collected plants. Yeah, don't see it. My ancient city is often and then the reverse of elevated, not totally pleasant. I think I do need to get a move on today. So I think I'm going to, at this point, go and look up wordplays.com for, I don't know, some words ending in C. There's probably a lot of them, but hoping something will jump out at me. Well, I got it as I was scrolling through a list of words that none of them look good, but then I was just thinking, if you're pleasant, you're nice. And if you're not totally pleasant, then it might just be NIC, and I like that NIC ending. And the reverse of elevated, well, elevated is up, and if you reverse that, you get PU. And so I think the definition is ancient cities belonging to an ancient city. And the adjective for Carthage, for some reason, is Punic, the Punic Wars. I did study that in my 3 years doing Latin. So I think that might be right. I won't check it, but let's see. If it is right, then firm has sacked man, journalist submission to editor. No. Oh, copy. Yes, you do. The journalists would submit their copy. So company, I don't get the PY. Has sacked man? No, I don't. understand that at all. All right, hide, of course, could be conceal. No longer. Oh, I do see we have cal around the outside. And so once no longer goes inside it. Clever. All right, writer. Ooh, could that be pen? That's good. Penning article. Yeah, I think there's Penang province somewhere. The thing that's throwing me is that's because I think it's just pen and G. Let me check this one. It is right. I wonder if anyone will complain about the extraneous that's. Maybe it's just me. All right, my pliant mountaineer, maybe, heading off. Pliant, oh, limber, of course. Yeah, mountaineer might be a climber. So without the heading, it's limber, all right. Oh, I'm thinking, yes, I think the old-fashioned meaning of gay might be blithe, but the bishop emerges or comes off of blithe to give lithe. And if you're sylph-like, you're thin and lithe. All right. This is my descending flight. Yeah, like wheels down or said to make one overcome somehow. Oh, it is actually to do with descending flight of stairs, but it's a homophone. So a descending flight would be the stair, S-T-A-I-R, down, but it sounds like stare down, which would make somebody else overcome somehow by staring them down. That's clever. All right. So this might still be an anagram of ladies at the end, creating outrage. Oh, if you look at something, you might scan it, and scandalize would be to create outrage. Yes, if you're preaching on a subject, you're expounding, so you might be called an expounder, but I don't think anyone ever uses that word, hence the question mark. But if you are a former boxer who pounded people, you're an ex-pounder. All right, if this is plants, I'm not good at the plants. No, not seeing it. Be good to get the first letter. Conceited. American doing odd deal with Welsh. Yeah, I mean, if we didn't have the additional American, then we might just anagram deal with Welsh. Unless it's conceited American, meaning an American word for conceited. Yeah, I'm not sure what that would be. Shallowed. No, there's no O. No. And how is my sex worker? She is one. Yeah, that's a very odd phrasing. She is one. Particular. Um, I don't know. I was driving this morning and I saw a one of those trucks that tows a tow truck. That's what you call it on the highway, and written on the back of their cab was the best hookers in the business. So maybe that was a sign. Does hooker maybe come into it? She is one particular religious lady. Yeah. I'm wondering if it could be like there's specific Madonnas, the Madonna of the whatever, the such and such, Mary of the blah. So that might be one particular religious lady. Personal savior? Could that be it? Like the Depeche Mode personal Jesus? I don't know if that's a phrase or not. All right, is this my NOI? And how would that mean reserve? Reserve can be chilliness, sang-froid, maybe, I don't know. Um, I paused there and I did wonder if it could be a literal record holder, as in a turntable or a record sleeve. And then a goalie, of course, can be a goaltender. Could it be something tender? Kind of like that. It would put a D there, though. Personal. No. All right, something's got to give here. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go to wordplays.com for this one, since here's where I have the most letters. Oh my goodness, I should have got this. Yeah, the definition is she is one. She is an example of a personal pronoun, of course. So, particular religious lady. The religious lady is a nun who's full of love, and that gives us the noun. I think the sex worker is a pro, an old euphemism. And I'm thinking particular is simply personal. That seems a bit of a swizz, but that's, I think, what it is. All right, daughter. On mountains with cat collected. So maybe the cat is gathered inside of the daughter and the mountains. Yeah, I'm trying to see if the mountains could be the Pennines or the Apennines. I don't think so. Um, with cat collected plants. So where is the cat then for my Tom or Mog? I don't think it's either of those. Kitten. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use word plays again. Oh my goodness. Well, the cat is a big cat, and the plants are very common weeds. Well, quite fond of them. Dandelions. As the mountains are the Andes, of course. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Conceited. Yeah, American doing odd deal with Welsh. I hope it's not one of the negative meanings of the word Welsh. The Guardian would get letters if that was the case. Yeah, I'm thinking, I still think it's conceited. I'll deal with Welsh. No. Okay, so this isn't a tender. Oh, it's a something keeper, of course. Yes. Record, like, I think any kind of records, something keeper. So reserve plus, yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of keeper, especially with a record holder. Reserve. No, form keeper. I'm going to pause and run through the alphabet. Of course, a bookkeeper. To reserve something might be to book it. All right. Oh, that gives us a nice. Yeah, I think when I was running through the officers, I think I said colonels, but never thought about the one with a K, essential colonels. Still have no idea what that is. How about my American? Oh, Amarillo, maybe? I do know the way. The stream is a rill, and it is seen in a mow, so a rill inside of a mow. Yeah, I'm not sure I like them using mow twice in the crossword, but that's all right. Gathering round, revolutionary soldiers hold together. Oh, I think there's so many words that might fit in there. I'm still not 100% sure where the definition is. I think hold together. I do wonder if soldiers might be men and we have NEM for revolutionary. Soldiers. But what's hold together? Congeal, can something. No. Oh, conceited. Not spellbound. Shellacked. Now let me pause and ponder. All right, in the end, I had to go to wordplays.com, and I'm glad I did. Even though I've lived in the United States for a while, I don't think I've ever heard somebody called a swellhead. But I think the definition is that it's an American word for conceited. Certainly, yeah, I've heard of people saying they had a swollen head, but swellhead. Anyway, it is an anagram of deal with Welsh. Oops, and I put in one of my trademark typos. All right, that is everything. Let's check all. That isn't everything. I forgot about my revolutionary soldiers. All right. Darn it. I was hoping to get away with that. How about cohere? I do like cohere for hold together. Gathering round. Yeah, I'm not sure where the soldiers come in and what gathering is. I mean, the soldiers might be RE. Gathering. No, let's check all again. Okay, the letters stay that time. All right, well, let's head over to 15 squared and try and get an explanation for that. All right, the blog is by Peter O. Don Pascal gives us generally simple, but a few tricks. Oh, I'll say some meaty ones, as Mike would say. Let's see. I think I got most of the acrosses until. Oh yeah, I just wanted to verify Canny or Annie was cannier, and then yeah, I'd not come across before. Neither had I. And then conceal. Yeah. I don't know why I wrote down conceal. I think I understood that one. The apostrophe S is part of the definition. Yeah, Carthage, Punic. Anyway, Thor, nap. Ah, PLE is a reversal of help for aid minus its first letter. All right. 7. The revolutionary is good old Che Guevara with a gathering of round in Che plus the soldiers, the Royal Engineers. All right. And then Penang. Yeah, just pen plus good. The use of penning in the wordplay is a little unfortunate. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. It's too similar to the answer. All right. Yeah, so I said Blythe for gay minus B for bishop. What did this guy have? Lit plus he. Ah, okay, but then he does acknowledge that everyone else saw it the way I did. So that's good to know. Um, yeah, I'm trying to see if anyone is complaining about two mo's, but yeah, two mo's slightly more. So since they share the same M, yeah, I would agree with that. Anyway, otherwise not too bad for a Monday, I suppose. And not as good as a Vulcan on a Monday, though. Anyway, thank you all for watching and have a wonderful day.